everybody is okay, we do the call in English. Marion, wie ist dein Englisch? Verstehst?
It's good enough. Yes,
it's
I
good.
talk.
Okay.
Okay, so we talk English, but whenever someone wants to talk German, is no problem, and I translate it. So very nice that you joined.
Maybe I can start off.
Yeah.
So we thought a lot about running as a tool to do both relax, set back your mind when you come from work, and at the same time become more fit and more healthy, and also get used to setting goals and change your lifestyle. And that's something that many of us think of every day, but in real life, it usually happens that we switch out of focus. And to prevent us switching out of focus, Uli came up with the idea to design such a challenge program where we, as a community of people who want to join, have a 2-month focus on intensive focus on running and many things around it, and use this as an opportunity to get into it and learn a lot, and maybe become really a passionate and better runner. So Uli, was this okay?
This was perfect, exactly. So we all have like different motivation or not enough motivation to run, and yeah, running serves, like for me, it serves as a foundation for any other sport. So like when in periods that I love climbing, I'm a better climber when I run also. Like my climbing improves so much with running, my tennis improves, and also running is a super nice performance sport for itself. And so whatever your, like everybody's why is, that's important to know, is the motive of the sport. And then in order to get the motivation, we need to create momentum also. So the motive is not enough. And in order to create the momentum and create an intrinsic motivation, we need to just go and do it. And in order to go do it and go run, that's where the community and personal trainer like jumps in and pushes us. Also having a goal is fun. It's like the play side of it, and like training towards an event gives a thrive, gives a to go do it and experience and feel fitter in the end. And that's like one of the nicest feeling, to feel fit. So we created this training challenge for 2 months because in order to like get the momentum going, I think for running like 2 months is the minimum. Of course, it's like a lot of people train for like big, huge goals, like a marathon for a year or triathlons if they want to PR and something. But 2 months, I found 2 months also for me were enough to excel and perform and get into the groove.
And to stay in focus without sacrificing too much private life or work or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. So this 2 months training challenge, how it is set up, it's basically, it starts next week. And this week is a little intro. This week is an add-on for everybody who is training already. I don't know, Giovanni, are you training at the moment? Yeah. So if you are, what's your goal? Do you already have a goal?
I actually, I had a goal. Until yesterday, I ran my first triathlon. And so, yeah, I'm currently out of course, but yeah, the aim is to keep training and keep.
You run the triathlon with Tillmann, right?
Yes, correct.
Cool. How was it?
It was really nice. Apart from swimming, which was kind of a war zone, everything else was super nice. It was such a great experience, and yeah, I just hope I don't lose any motivation now because that was kind of my goal. Now it's time to set up a new one.
Exactly.
No, you won't lose motivation with us.
That's cool.
No chance to lose motivation.
so maybe like just a run. You can still also train with us for a triathlon and just use us as the running team, and there's like
Absolutely.
Holger as a like triathlete, ultra triathlete, and also Daniel is a triathlete. Daniel is our coach from Austria, a professional personal coach, exactly. And so you would be in best hands. We also have like my dad here as a doctor. He's going to introduce himself in a bit. And we have an osteopath. It's Marco from Cologne. He couldn't make it today, but he will be on the call on Sunday. So yeah, for all like issues regarding posture, run analysis, prevention, and recovery or issues, alignment issues, he's the one to go to, and he's going to give a lot of good inputs. So if the training challenge is 2 months, like the 2 months, they end in October. So best would be to get, there's plenty of races in October, or also small races like yeah, these 5K races are, or 5 or 10K races are like every weekend in villages. So pick one of these, and then the training starts in basically 1 week. So for you, it's perfect. You can do a recovery week now. And for everybody who is basically recovered and hasn't been running and wants to like start into running, this week would be perfect to get into a routine. It's like for like a beginner, you're choosing maybe to run like 2-3 times, or if you are if you don't know, not sure if you could run times,
Go on.
could run 3 times, or should better run 2 times or 4 times. We are here to answer your questions. Like Marion, du überlegst mit dem Laufen anzufangen, oder hast du schon eine Laufroutine?
Ich habe momentan keine Laufroutine. Ich bin letztes Jahr im April bin ich einen 10-Kilometer-Lauf gelaufen.
Cool.
Und bin jetzt momentan viel Wandern, Yoga und so Zeug unterwegs gewesen, und habe jetzt aber gerade, bin ich aus dem Urlaub zurück und will wieder irgendwelchen Sport anfangen und eine Routine haben.
Ja.
Von daher wird sich das gerade ganz gut ergeben. Genau.
Mega schön. Und was hast du schon für dich so eine Ahnung, wie viel Mal du die Woche laufen wollen würdest, oder was du dir zutraust?
Ich traue mir 2 bis 3 Mal die Woche zu, aber es ist auch jetzt im Sommer so viel los, dass es echt schwer ist, das unterzubringen. Also das ist...
Aber 2-mal schon.
Wir werden dich fragen.
Ja, ich sehe schon. Das ist da. Also 2-mal kurze Sachen schaffe ich. Und ich will auch nichts Langes machen. Ich bin schwanger. Das heißt, ich habe auch irgendwie ganz andere... Ich will mich dabei auch nicht übernehmen. Das heißt, da bin ich auch über Input ganz gespannt, wie man das schafft, dass es halt nicht zu anstrengend wird.
Ja, das ist gut, da haben wir die Imke dabei. Also meine Frau, die hat in der ersten Schwangerschaft auch noch sehr viel trainiert. Also sie ist in die Schwangerschaft gegangen, in absoluter Ironman-Topform, und hat auch noch lange trainiert. Und sie hat viel Erfahrung damit, als Ärztin in der Schwangerschaft zu trainieren.
Das klingt sehr spannend.
Ja.
For everyone who is listening to the replay, I'm translating a bit now. So Marion is wanting to create a running.
Sorry, Giovanni. Yeah.
Yeah, and she is pregnant at the moment. Beginning of your pregnancy, right? Yeah, and yeah, I also know, like, I have friends who still run during pregnancy, but what's still also important for you is that you always check back with your gynecologist. Yeah, and that she knows what you're doing, and that you tell her that you're running, so whenever she finds something is awkward, that she knows what you're doing in your lifestyle. But I think, like, I am a best friend of ours, like also of Claudie's. I don't know if Claudie's in the call. She did a lot of running during her pregnancy, and she was a doctor and anesthetist, and yeah, Holger's wife also. So we are happy to have you here with us and motivate you for the running. Ich glaube, 2-mal sollte auf jeden Fall, um eine Laufroutine zu entwickeln, 2-mal sollte auf jeden Fall sein. Und wenn du schaffst 3-mal, werden wir dich natürlich motivieren. Aber genau, ganz easy und nach deinem Gefühl, gerade in der Schwangerschaft. und mehr in
Yes.
in den Flow-Zustand des Rennen kommst. We have Nadja also joining. She's gonna talk us through how to get into a flow running and runner's high states. So that's something like for you to aim for. Not so much the performance, the high performance, but more like the flow state and the stress relief of running. Right, Holger?
Yeah, okay, yeah. She's a specialist in brainwave measurements. So she is specialized on therapeutic application of brainwave measurements to help people to relax or release anxiety. And one part of this science also includes know how to reach and measure flow states where your mind is at ease and you can relax and you can enjoy this easily with running if you do it right. You can't enjoy this in an interval workout where you work really hard and you have to focus on your effort. But if you run through the forest and you do a recovery run, you will probably, you already know it, and you haven't called it flow state until now. But it will be also interesting what Nadja has to tell us in the breakout session that she will be hosting.
Yes. So this week is meant to get into the running routine. So for Marion, for example, like if you chose to run like 2 to 3 times, is that this week you go out and run. You choose your 2-3 dates and you run 2-3 times, and journal it for you, like an easy run. And for Giovanni, for example, for whoever was like training until now, a recovery week. With your training sessions, like also if you like have your goal of marathon or half marathon, you should run 4 times a week. So this week would be your challenge to like get your 4 runs in. And but like the Yannick, for example, how many times are you running at the moment?
Depends. I have some problems with injury in the hip section. So at the moment, actually, like once a week. But before I had this injury, I was like 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay, cool. Do
Yes.
you think you could manage to upgrade it to 4 times for 2 months?
Depends. Probably
How
I
is
could.
the injury
So
goes?
yes, of course.
Do you want me to talk to our osteopath? Like he's on a call on Sunday also. What's the hip problem?
It's hard to describe it in English. Maybe I can switch to German
Yeah,
for better understanding. Ja, es ist einfach eine Art Ziehen, was ich in der rechten Hüfte bemerkt habe, was nach Belastung natürlich stärker ist. Aber auch, wenn ich bestimmte Bewegungen im erholten Zustand ausführe, merke ich das immer wieder. Und nach Läufen, ja, ist das ein bisschen stärker ausgeprägt. Und es geht nicht mehr so richtig weg, seit mehreren Wochen jetzt schon sogar. Also Holger hatte mal diagnostiziert, dass ich wahrscheinlich zu wenig gedehnt habe. Das könnte sein. Das habe ich sehr vernachlässigt. Was das letztendlich genau ist, kann ich natürlich schwer sagen als Laie.
Ja, und ist das auf einer Seite?
Ja, das ist hauptsächlich, also das ist rechts. Ich merke auf beiden Seiten, dass es da vielleicht ein bisschen, dass es ein bisschen angespannt ist, aber ich habe links keine Beschwerden, sondern nur rechts.
Okay.
Ist ja so meistens so, dass die Belastung Überlastung auf einer Seite sich manifestiert, weil man immer eine schwächere Seite hat. Ob es die Achillessehne ist oder das Knie oder die Hüfte. Also ich hatte fast nie beide Strukturen gleichzeitig überlastet. Das hatte ich einmal bei den Achillessehnen mit falschen Schuhen.
Ja, Daniel, möchtest du dazu irgendwas sagen? Fällt dir schon irgendwas ein? Ist es ein typisches Aufkommen bei deinen Läufern gewesen?
Ja, Hüfte weniger, Knie, Schienensplints, also mehrere Sachen. Aber bei Hüfte wird mir vielleicht gleich einfallen, dass man da vielleicht im Gesäßmuskel was trainieren kann, damit man die Hüfte ein bisschen entlastet, dass der Gesäßmuskel vielleicht ein bisschen zu schwach ist. Also da könnte man sicher ansetzen.
Mhm.
Ja, und den Tragus ein bisschen dehnen.
Ja,
Genau.
Gesäßmuskeltraining habe ich, also mein hauptsächlicher Trainingsfokus liegt eigentlich auch auf dem Kraftsport. Den habe ich aber, also was das Beintraining angeht, habe ich aufgrund der Laufvorbereitung ein bisschen vernachlässigt. Das habe ich vorher regelmäßiger gemacht, aber da ich beim Beintraining in der Regel mehrere Tage mit Muskelkater zu kämpfen habe, habe ich das dann, um mich jetzt zuletzt auf den 10-Kilometer-Lauf vorzubereiten, ein bisschen vernachlässigt. Aber würde ich gerne auch wieder ein bisschen hochfahren eigentlich.
Mhm.
Like Daniel can talk about it also. Or
Es muss ja,
Yeah.
es muss ja nicht so ein super hartes Gesäßmuskeltraining oder Beintraining sein, aber es sollte ein bisschen eine Kräftigung sein. Und wie der Holger schon gesagt hat, wenn man vorne noch entlastet und stretcht und dehnt, dann wird es sicher besser werden. Kann eine Möglichkeit sein, dass es besser wird.
Mhm.
And what we can also do is to do a run analysis and see like take videos of you running and see if there's an imbalance. Yeah, that's
Yes, I
also
think
what
that would be great.
we are going to do, like beginning of the challenge
Yeah.
already.
Können wir dann das nicht morgen machen?
So yeah, 4 times would be nice if you manage, but we have to check what happens to your hip first, right?
Mhm. Yes, I think we are going to talk about in depth also about it, right? Because at the moment, I think so as I said, my training focus is in the gym actually, and normally I would do like 4 or 5 sessions a week. I think this is not possible to combine with 4 times running. Maybe there we can have, when we are designing the training plan individually, we can have a look on it together.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. I'm going to share a screen here to show you the breakout sessions for the 2 months. So for the basic training challenge, this is the pre-week. We start with, oh, this is in German now. Okay, we also have it in English, and you will get the information once you leave your email addresses or once you register. Best is you leave your email addresses on the homepage.
By registering for the newsletter, for example, because then we will get the email addresses.
And then you will receive a newsletter tomorrow and or the day after you have registered, and you get all the information for the challenge, like the PDFs. So this week is about creating the running routine and deciding your goals, but we can also decide the goals, suitable goals for you, like next week in the call. And journal and start a journal. I'll show you in a bit what that means. In the week 1, we start creating our training plans. Like every week there will be a training plan. On Monday, everybody is going to receive a training plan, which we individualize. So I show you how to individualize it. In the pro call, we like go in depth into the individualizing with you, with just a few people. And we talk about equipment in the first week. What equipment do we need? Do we need the watch? What shoes? And so on. In the second week, we are doing running analysis and running technique. In the third week, we focus on strength and flexibility. And then the fourth week, it's like 3 weeks of training and then 1 week of recovery. So it's important that everybody is doing a recovery week or an easy running week this week. So it's about creating the routine, going out, let's say 3 times, easy, Grundlage, foundational, flow, very easy.
And throw in sessions, for example, that are not very strenuous for the running equipment of your body, but still train you a little bit and move you a little bit.
Exactly. So on Wednesdays, I always give an extra session. Like this Wednesday, I would do a small tapatas workout. It's for stability and strength, but it's going to be a short one, just to get to know Tabata workout for everybody who doesn't know it yet. Yeah, and then after the regeneration recovery week, we are going into the second training session, and then it depends on when your race is going to be. If you're doing 3 weeks of training and another recovery week with the race in the end, or if you do 2 weeks training, recovery, and another 2 weeks training, all depending on the date of your race. Yeah, so and then in the second month we dive more into training, nutrition. What do we eat during the long runs? What do we eat before? What do we eat after? And during the race, and we already practice, like in the long runs, we already practice what works for you, to know what to do in the race. Yeah, and then Nadia is gonna talk about what we already said about like the brainwaves, yeah, flow, Zustände, Zustand of English.
Condition.
Condition, exactly. And Holger will especially dive into mental focus and prepares us for the race and the mental game, because he's an still record holder of like Hawaii ultra triathlon, and he's done plenty of long runs, and yeah, he knows what mindset we need for these long runs. And if it is our first marathon, for us it's long. If it is our first ever half marathon, it's long. And also if it's a short run, like the 5K run, if you want to perform in a 5K run, you need mental focus and ability also, especially 5K, and the 10K
Even
also.
if you want to do a PI in a 3K run, it could be a harder mental focus during the 3K than you need during a 20K. So mental focus is not only important in the race, but also in the preparation. So if you switch to really professional training, mental focus is everything. And the good thing is, once you establish it, you can use it in all parts of your life very successfully.
Yeah, exactly. Training for life through running. And this is like for the pro challenge, everything will be a bit more in detail. So the journaling will be more in detail, like for the running analysis. I show you how to, like in the main core, we show you how to do an analysis, and then you do it for yourself, or we talk about it whenever you want to share your video, we talk about it. But in the pro group, we talk about, like we look at all our runnings and go into detail, and Marco especially will give a detailed analysis. And yeah, Daniel also is going to chip in, and and then in the pro group we also do some was heißt Leistungstest, Holger?
Performance tests.
Performance tests.
Performance diagnostics, whatever. So to get a state of training and derive some data or guidelines.
And whoever is in Austria, Daniel can do a lactate test with you. Or at least like recommend if it is needed or not, or what other tests could we do. And there's some tests that we can do and that we will do depending on what's suitable for you. Exactly. So yeah, then in the second month, we just dive into like for the pro challenge, we dive into your special training, nutrition, and exactly prepare you for the race in more detail. For the journaling, what I like everybody to do is, when you receive the newsletter, print out your journal and start it already this week. So what we like to journal is your weight, like in the morning. Daniel, do you want to go through the journal list? You know it best. Like weight is best like journaled in the morning. I never journal my weight, but I should do it. I'm gonna start it now also. But Daniel, when are you measuring your weights?
In the morning.
Just before going to the bathroom, before doing anything, right?
Yeah, without drinking, without without drinking, and then also nur das Gewicht messen.
And then the heart rate should be measured. Also sleep, it's like good to journal it, to know, like maybe my dad also wants to chip in here, and I'm going to introduce him why journaling is important, and like what we should journal with what age, because this is a basic journaling, like your weight, your heart rate and your sleep. And yeah, Guido, bist du da?
Yeah, I'm here, and if I have some minutes to give my input to this project, I feel it is fantastic. It is a very fantastic and intelligent project, and I thank you, Holger and Uli, for to give the initiative to this. I think I want to keep it simple, and I'm only a doctor with a long year experience. I'm belonging to the generation oldies but goldies, and I have a long time experience, not only in medical expertise, but also in the accompanying sports. And I think the sport belongs to the life. And my focus now in my life is to focus on prevention, to focus on lifestyle, and to focus on longevity. And therefore, this is the main goal: is sports and nutrition. And we don't talk about nutrition today, but we talking about sports. And this initiative is in the core of this initiative is the running. And the running sport is excellent to give input in good lifestyle, because running is giving a good focus on the heart. We talked about heart ratio and so on, because running is doing more economization of the cardiac function, and with a better economization of the cardiac function, you have also more building of red blood cells, and red blood cells are carrying the oxygen. So it is a very good, intelligent task to do a good running. The second point is immune system. Immune system is also very in the focus of running, because it diminishes the inflammation effects of the immune system, and it stabilizes the immune system and gives more input in the doing of the immune system. The third point is the muscle and skeleton we have talked about. And this is also very important, not also from the positive effects, like mobilization of cytokines, like mobilization of metabolic processes, but also in the aspects of the side effects. And so it is a very good point to focus on good muscle and skeletal function. And the fourth is liver and lung, because this also belongs to the effects of running, that the lung function is stabilized. We have much more better breathing, and we have also to do a good breathing during running. And the liver function is also very important, because the liver is in the core, in the middle of all the different organs, solid organs of the body, and you cannot live without liver, and therefore the liver has to be circulated by the blood, and the blood has to be mobilized by sports, and also the oxygen. It belongs in the same aspects. And the next point, and one of the much more important point, is the cerebral functions, psychology, because you can diminish with running, with excellent running, you can diminish at the long term the dementia of the brain, and you can also mobilize by doing running a lot of hormones, and the hormones to get lucky are mobilized, especially by a long-lasting running like a half marathon or a marathon. So this is also very important, and also for people which are under big stress, they can deliberate the brain, and they can have a much more better motive in their life. And therefore, altogether, the running and the sports is in the middle of the long-term long VT and also in the prevention of diseases, and therefore taken together, I'm very fantastic idea to do this in a motivated way. But all around me here, I see only experts. And for those experts like Holger, like Uli, and the others, Daniel, it is no problem to go into this 2 months project. And but for the beginners, I'm very I think that the beginners should have a very focus, and they should do it as a sport in the building way from the program, from one step to the other step, and to make more and more, but only stepwise. And if they have no problems, they can go on to the next step. And therefore, this you come back to the beginning, the journaling. The journal is very important because this gives you at the end the possibility to look over what do you have done really, and your thinking and your minds maybe showing that you have an impression that you have done a lot of sports and a lot of doings, but in reality it was not so much in the beginning. Therefore, it is good to have a good journaling. And then you can remember and you can look over, and you can look and you can see where you have to do more or where you have to done too much. And therefore, the journaling is a very important task for all those, especially which are in the beginning.
And it's something to be proud of.
Yeah.
To look back into it and be proud. Hey, what did I do last week?
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Perfect.
Okay, that's therefore I would say congratulations and go on, and I hope that this initiative will also mobilize a lot of young people, which are beginners and which come into the program, and we should motivate them. And with such people like you have no problems to motivate them, but they should be accompanied by good consulting.
Yeah.
Yes. And that saying, so running is like really reveals all these parameters about fitness, and it's nice to track it and to focus it and to look at it. So like every week we also want to focus on maybe different parts, because it's so overwhelming to like journal everything. But like 1 week we journal our like our drink intake. What are we actually drinking? Just focus on drink intake. Another week we focus on sweets or nutrition intake. How much carbs related to protein, related to fat. Yeah. So this is the journaling part of it, which is actually fun. And does somebody want to add something?
I want to add that I like Guido's summary of all the positive effects of running, and it reminds me on a meme that I've just seen 2 days ago, which said, "You don't stop running when you get old when you stop running." And that's exactly in 2 sentences what Guido summarized in a more scientific way.
Exactly. And we also want to welcome not just the young, but also the comeback runners, or the ones that want to reverse their aging and want to start running with a bit of age. There's a training adjustment for everyone. So if you're like a bit older, it's just about just running more in the endurance field and less in the high intensity, and the effects are like huge. So yeah, we want to motivate everyone. And oh, that's the wrong one. So yeah,
maybe
yeah.
I think we are almost close to being done for today, right? I think
exactly,
it was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah. Are there any questions left?
If not, register for the newsletter, and tomorrow afternoon or so, probably you will get a nice newsletter with your nicely designed journals and an overview of the breakout sessions and some more information.
Exactly. On Wednesday, I'm doing a workout with you, and you'll get the link. Everything is gonna be on YouTube also, the recording here and the workout on Wednesday, and the Sunday call. It's the UTRC Run Club, I think. Yeah, you find it on YouTube. You find it on Instagram. We have started a nice, cool community on Instagram also. It's good to see you there. And yeah, everything is all information will be in the newsletter. And if you already want to register, the registration is open on the homepage, but yeah, feel free to just dive in this week, and then we register everyone together on Sunday, hopefully.
Okay.
Marco is going to join on Sunday, the 6 o'clock call, to answer those questions regarding injuries and maybe running equipment and special body compositions and anatomies if you want to run with a bandage, or all these questions are going to be answered on Sunday.
Okay.
Can't wait to see you there.
So I have only just a comment to the guy who was complaining pain. Yes.
Yeah.
I think it's very, very important that he complains it, and I think he should not go on with the sport too extensively without doing analysis. The first is doing a good analysis by a physio, or by a guy who is familiar with skeletal and muscle diseases. And if this is enough, is okay. But if they have no solution for their problems, then he should consult to an orthopedics who can give more detailed physiological examination, or maybe looking for the tendinous aspects or skeletal aspects, or what is else. And then after solving the problems, then he can go on. And
Yannick lives in Aachen, so he can visit Imke anytime.
Absolutely. And if the running is not able to do it at the moment, he can also switch to swimming. Swimming is excellent for the skeletal and muscle diseases, and this would be also an alternative to the running.
Yeah.
And cardio, it's a good cardio exercise. Yeah.
I would suggest to do an easy run and see how it feels. Do a lot of flexibility movements. No high intensity, and then we figure it out this week with Imke in Aachen, or on Sunday also with our osteopath, and I also already go to ask him and connect the two of you, or connect you to Imke. We will reach out to you this week.
Yeah,
sounds very good. Thank you.
Cool.
Okay. So I think Uli will say the closing words, but I thank everybody who participated today. It looks like a pretty nice crew, and hopefully we will become bigger soon.
Perfect. And I'm sure Daniel also want to say a goodbye words. We are very happy to have you on board, Daniel.
I think the last running of today is the best sundowner you have ever.
Yes. Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye. See you soon.
Bye, everybody.
Nice evening. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Ciao.
Thanks.
Danke.
Danke.
Claudi, danke.